In boxing, perfection is temporary. Every undefeated record, and every carefully built career, every promise of greatness, eventually meets resistance. And when it does, there is no escape. No shortcuts, no second chances, only the truth.
And now the mandatory challenger for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World, still undefeated, Hamzah Sheeraz!
Two undefeated fighters, two different worlds, one ring, one night, and when the bell rings, something has to break. Alem Begic versus Hamzah Sheeraz. A fight not just for a title, but for identity, for belief, for survival at the highest level.
Because I was meant to fight for the WBC first against Christian Mbili on the first Joshua card, and obviously with what happened, that card got cancelled. And then along comes Canelo and decides he wants to fight Mbili, so my fight with him gets cancelled. Then I was meant to fight for the WBO against Diego Pacheco. Come to the 11th hour, he pulls out of negotiations, and then I'm left with the fella I'm fighting now. So at the end of the day, I'm just fighting whoever they put in front of me. I said yes to everyone. And it's one of them things, I'm a believer in God, and I believe this is God's.
Hamzah Sheeraz was never built to be ordinary. From early in his career, there was something different about him. The height, the patience, the calm calculation inside chaos. While others chased highlight knockouts, Shiraz built fights like architecture. Precise, controlled, methodical. He doesn't rush greatness. He constructs it. But boxing doesn't care about potential. It only respects proof.
Combination from Shiraz.
Oh, and that moved him again.
What a shot that was. Walking Williams onto a right hand. This is lovely boxing from Shiraz.
And proof came in moments that tested him deeply. Against Carlos Adams, he was forced into the fire of a world title fight. Every round felt like a negotiation with pressure itself. And when the final bell rang, he didn't lose. But he didn't fully win either. A draw, a reminder that elite boxing is not about talent alone, it's about adaptation.
How badly Hamzah Sheeraz wants his, and equally how much Adames wants to keep hold of his title. Spoke to him on Monday, and he's a proud owner of that WBC belt. And I tell you now, he's a very, very good fighter. He can do a bit of everything. He can box, he switches, he's aggressive, he can punch. But we know a lot about Shiraz. Is this his moment to become a world champion?
It's important for Shiraz to keep that jab coming out.
Then came Edgar Berlanga, a dangerous puncher, a man built for violence. But Shiraz didn't panic. He didn't chase. He waited. And when the opening appeared, he ended it. Clean, clinical, a statement to the division. I belong here. But belonging is not the same as ruling. Not yet.
Oh, good. Almost a good counter. But here it is. When you open your hands up, you give a puncher like Shiraz an opportunity to capitalize.
That's what's called counterpunching. I'm impressed with Shiraz's greater punch variety.
He got to be able to hold it. His defense, how they hold right now. He got to hold it. He's out. All right, he's out. And he's still clapping his hands together.
Alem Begic is not a fighter built for attention. He is built for damage, for pressure, for inevitability. There is no wasted movement in his style. No unnecessary drama. Just forward steps and consequences. Most of his career has been built in silence. Opponents broken gradually. Rounds stolen slowly. Energy drained systematically. Not every knockout is explosive. Some are psychological. Begic understands this better than most. He doesn't need one punch. He needs time. Against David Kirkman, he showed patience over 12 rounds. Against Robert Tlatlik, he showed controlled violence. Against Rizvan Bataev, he showed pressure that never stopped. Round after round, he gets closer. Not faster, not flashier, just closer, until escape becomes impossible.
Der eine hat den Gürtel, der hat den Titel, der andere Ringhaar.
Let's get ready.
Das ist die letzte Runde in Runde. Titelträger der WBO-Europameisterschaft im Supermittelgewicht, Alem Begic!
But there is one question he has never answered. What happens when pressure meets elite distance control? What happens when the target doesn't stand still? What happens when the fight doesn't break the way it used to?
Lijevi direkt pa dva aperkata pa sam ovako ponovo mora Begić držati protivnika na distanci. Još svaki put kad pruži direkte pogodi.
This is where boxing becomes geometry. Distance versus entry. Timing versus pressure. Shiraz wants the ring to feel wide. He wants space to think, to see, to place punches with precision. Begic wants the ring to shrink, to compress, to suffocate, to remove decision-making entirely. Every step forward from Begic is a negotiation. Every jab from Shiraz is a boundary. And boundaries are everything. Because in this fight, distance is not just strategy. It is survival. The opening rounds will not be violent. They will be informational. Shiraz will test the jab. A long, disciplined probe into Begic's timing. Begic will not rush. He will read, calculate, adjust, but underneath calm surfaces. Both men will be learning something dangerous. This is not a normal fight. Mistakes will not be forgiven quickly here. Every exchange carries weight. Every step forward has consequence. Around the middle rounds, Begic begins to change the rhythm. Not suddenly, gradually, a step closer, a sharper angle, a body shot that lands heavier than before. This is where champions are tested. Not when they are comfortable, but when they are forced to adapt under pressure.
Honestly, no. I didn't really. I've not really had a wandering eye in terms of other promoters, and whether that's because I've been so concentrated on my own career and achieving my own goals, ultimately, who I'm with doesn't really matter as much as it should matter.
Right.
Do you see what I mean?
Right.
I understand it's a business.
Yeah.
I understand that you got X, Y, Z problems coming with the sport, but I think I'm just so fixated on becoming a world champion.
Right. Shiraz begins countering more aggressively. The jab still works, but now it is interrupted. The rhythm is broken. The fight is no longer controlled. It is contested, and contested fights are where careers are decided.
For now,
right,
all of that stuff is just
secondary.
Sidelined. Do you see what I mean? There's no point in me going around and saying, "Oh, I want to be this promoter. Right. I want to be that promoter." When I haven't won a world title yet, bro. Yeah. And that's the ultimate truth. I'm not one of these fighters who sugarcoat it, saying, "Yeah, I've done this, I've done that, and I ain't got a world title." Ultimately, I want to win world title.
Begic pushes forward with urgency. He knows time is slipping. He throws with intention. Heavy hands, body pressure, inside work. But something has changed. Shiraz has found his rhythm. The jab returns like a metronome. The straight right lands with increasing certainty. Begic is still dangerous, but the openings are closing. And in boxing, when openings disappear, so does hope. The final bell approaches, and with it, the end of a question that has followed both men for years. Who are you when tested at the highest level? The answer is written in sweat, in survival.
Now we go to the scorecards. Ringrichter Giulio Piras aus Italien wertete den Kampf 96:94. Ringrichter Paweł Kardini aus Polen wertete den Kampf 97:93. Und Punktrichter Leszek Jankowiak wertete den Kampf 97:93. Alle drei Urteile und damit einstimmender Punktsieger in der roten Ecke.
And when the bell finally rings, one man raises his hand and continues toward greatness. The other walks away with something equally important, proof that he belongs in the conversation. Because at this level, nobody stays undefeated forever, but everyone leaves changed. In boxing, records are temporary, but moments are permanent. And this one will be remembered